This is Simran and welcome back to Food Utopia. Today we will be making cinnamon coffee cake. The cinnamon in this cake really enhances the flavor and it feels really good to have this warm and tasty cake in the cold weather. So without further ado, let's get baking. There are 3 parts to this recipe. There is the filling, the cake, and the frosting. First, we will make the filling. To make the filling, we will need 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. To make the filling, you can just take a small bowl and add in the sugar and the ground cinnamon. You will give these two a good mix. This is how the filling should look. When it is ready, you will set it aside until the cake batter is ready. To make the cake, we will need 2/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 tablespoons of instant coffee. You can use any coffee you would like, but instant coffee is easier to mix into the cake batter, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/3 cup of unsalted butter that is softened, and 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. The first thing we will do is reheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we will butter our pan. I'm using a loaf pan, but you can use whatever pan that you would like. And then you will take a large bowl and add in the butter, and then we will beat the butter until it is smooth. And then we will add in the sugar and beat these two together. And then we will add the eggs one at a time. And then beat it into the butter. You will set that aside and then we will start sifting together the dry ingredients. So we'll take a medium bowl and add in the all-purpose flour, the baking powder, the salt, and the cinnamon. You will sift these together and then give them a good mix at the end. And then you will take the liquid mixture and add in a few spoons of the dry ingredient mixture at a time. And then you will mix them together until all of the dry ingredients have been used up. And then you will add in the coffee and the vanilla extract. And then you will give the cake batter a good final mix. And then you will take the cake pan and add in about half of the cake batter into it. And then you will sprinkle in the filling. You don't have to put in the entire filling, but it should just make a thin layer in the cake. And then on top of that you will add in the rest of the cake batter. And then we will just spread out the top layer to make it even. You will just tap the pan to get rid of any air bubbles. and then you will bake it for around 35 to 40 minutes. Make sure to check at the 30 or 40 minute mark just so that the cake doesn't burn. After the cake is baked, you can take it out and cool it for around 30 minutes. You can also cool it overnight. And then you will take it out onto a plate. We will cut the top part of the cake that is kind of risen. This is optional, but you can do this if you want your cake to have nice and even layers. Then you will flip the cake over so that we can put the frosting on a flat surface. To make the frosting, we will need 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 6 tablespoons of milk, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. You will take a medium-sized bowl and add in the milk, the vanilla extract, and the cinnamon. And then we will just lightly whisk this. We will set the liquid mixture aside and start sifting the powdered sugar. We are doing this so that we don't have any lumps in our frosting. And then you will take the liquid mixture and add in a few spoons of powdered sugar. And then whisk this together. Repeat these steps until all of the powdered sugar has been mixed into the frosting. If your frosting is too thick, you can add in around half a tablespoon of milk. If it is too thin, we will add around 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar at a time. And then mix this together until you have your desired consistency. Then you will take a piping bag and cut off a little bit of the tip. And then we will add in a coupler. This part is optional. You can just put the piping tip directly into the bag, but the coupler helps to secure the tip into place. If you need to cut the piping tip more, you can just cut a little bit more off. And if you are using the coupler, you put the piping tip on top and screw it on. And then you will pour the frosting into the piping bag. And then you can just pour the frosting onto the top. I'm pouring it on top, but you can do whatever design you would like. And then you can spread it on top of the cake. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Tell me how you liked it in the comments below. If you would like the full recipe, it will be down in the description box. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to get updates on all of my new videos. See you in the next video!